Welcome back to After Effects Essentials.
And in this After Effects tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to use mattes in After Effects to apply effects to only certain areas or certain objects of your shot. So here we've got some poker chips, a green one, a red one and a blue one, as you can see, and we're going to create some mattes to apply effects to one of these chips. So first of all, I'm going to duplicate my footage. So just click on your layer and press Command D to duplicate that shot. And then I'm going to rename this top one to matte. So we know that's going to be our matte. And then we're going to right click on that one, go to Effect and go to Keying, and then we're going to add the Key Light 1.2 effect. Alright, so let's say we want to add an effect to our red poker chip. So I'm going to click on my color picker next to screen color, and we're going to select red. And then I'm going to change my view from final result to combined matte. And this will basically show us the matte that we are creating. So we want to invert this matte so that the chip or that the red is white and everything else should be black. So you can go and add another effect under channel and click on invert. That will invert it, but there is a way to do it actually within the key light effect. So if you expand your screen matte and you set your clip black to 100 and you do this, or you do the inverse for the clip white, so I'm going to set that to 0. That should be, it will give you the same results. So now we just need to fine tune it a bit. As you can see, it's not perfect. We've got some white here in the black, and if you zoom in or if you look closely at the white, there's some black or darker blotches there as well. And we want to try and get a perfect matte before we actually apply an effect. So what you can do is you can play with your screen balance, just see if that will give you a better result. You can also change the clip black and the clip white settings. So I'm going to bring the clip black down slightly and maybe bring the clip white up a little bit so we get a better result there. And as you can see, we get some spill here around the other areas of our clip. An easy way to get rid of that is just to draw a mask around the area that we want to focus on. So with that layer selected, I'm going to just select the rectangle mask, and I'm just going to draw a quick mask around that chip. And I'm going to expand that mask and enable animation on the mask path. And then I'm just going to create a few keyframes for that mask to just follow the red poker chip. So let's just add a few keyframes here. I'm just going to go through this quickly. Okay, so our mask is following our shape around, or our object. And I just want to fine tune the matte a little bit. You can see some white blotches here in the dark areas as well. So I'm just going to try and fix that quickly. Just going to try and adjust these. That looks pretty good. Alright, so now we're ready to start adding some effects. So I'm going to add a new layer, right click, new and adjustment layer. And I'm going to place that right below our matte. And then I'm going to change the track matte of that adjustment layer to Luma Matte, and then the name of that layer, which is called matte. And that's basically going to use the brightness of the layer above it to apply an effect to. So now on this adjustment layer, you can add your effect. So let's say we want to add a glow. So we're going to go to stylize and glow, and there you can see it's only affecting that red chip, which is pretty cool. So let's delete our glow, and let's say you want to tint that. So I'm going to right click, go to color correction, tint, and it's only going to make that red, it's only going to apply the tint effect to the red again. So you can see this is a lot easier than actually going in and rotoing that object or that shape and try and match that roto and adding keyframes in order to apply an effect. Just use a matte. Another thing that we can do really easily is to change the color of this red chip, and just right click, go to color correction and go to hue saturation, and then click on this colorize, and then basically you can just use this colorize hue to change the color. So let's say we want to make it like a purple. You can change the saturation below that, and you can also change the lightness of that. Let's say something like that. Looks pretty cool. And now we've got a purple chip that's actually red. And that's basically how easy it is to use mattes in After Effects to affect only certain objects or certain areas of your video.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.